Well, fellas, we finally did it. We finally got our hands on Modern Warfare 2, and today I want to talk about some first impressions. I will be making another video on if I think Modern Warfare 2 is worth a full $70, but today the overall goal of this video is just to talk about my initial impressions and see what do I like about the game, what do I not like, and to hear your guys' feedback as well. You know, man, it's Friday, we're playing the new Call of Duty, I'm in a good mood, let's talk about the good things about Modern Warfare 2. First off, I have never been so happy to be so wrong in my entire life, alright? I made a video talking about the camo grind this year and how we had some placeholders where it was just going to be like the Modern Warfare 2019 grind all over again, but extended. Instead of getting 100 kills, you were getting 800 kills, and I'm glad to say I was wrong about that. We actually have a completely new camo system this year, and I'm in love with it. Really, I am. I didn't care how Infinity Ward did it. The only thing I asked for with this Call of Duty was that we get a camo grind where I can just play the game and unlock camos. I don't have to play hardcore. I don't have to play a certain play style. All I have to do is use the gun and it will unlock camos. That's all I asked for. And hey, we got it, fellas. Not to mention, there's 180 base camos in this game, and they're not bad looking. In fact, a lot of them are actually great looking camos. When they said there's 100 and whatever camos, I fully expected them to just be a bunch of trash and stuff that no one is ever really going to use. But no, I don't feel that way. Instead, I feel like we have a great selection of camos to choose from, and on top of that, you have a mastery camo, which looks amazing as well, and you have a grind this year. You have something to actually go for. The next thing I like about this game, I feel like could ruffle a few feathers here, but that's alright, okay? I like the maps in Modern Warfare 2. So far, we'll talk about this a little later on in the video, but from the ones I have played, I actually enjoy them. There's only been one map I played where I'm just like, this ain't it, dude. I actually hate this map, and it's the Grand Prix. I believe it's a Royal Champion or something like that. Personally, I don't care for that map at all. That's actually the only one, though, I've played and been like, this just wasn't a good time. I prefer to just not play this map ever again. So that's nice, you know, because when I played Modern Warfare 2019, I actually hated every single map I played on, and I don't feel that way this time around. Moving on, the gunplay is gonna be good. I think we all kind of expected this after the beta and then the campaign. The way the guns feel, sound, the reloads, the animations, the recoil, everything I think is pretty solid this time around. And one more thing about the weapons was that I'd never used one that I just thought sucked, you know what I'm saying? Like every gun I picked up off the ground I felt like was a viable option and something that you could definitely use day to day. So I'm sure there will be a specific meta or best class setup at some point in time. So that's always nice to get a little bit of weapon variety in every single match. And you know, it's always nice too, like if you pick up a gun off the ground, you're not like, oh, this thing is buns, get this out of my hands, what am I doing? Instead you're like, oh, okay, I actually have a chance to continue and go on this kill streak. And the last thing that I liked about the game so far was that the footsteps got turned down pretty considerably, alright? I'm not sure if I just need to tweak my audio settings, but I'm actually having a very hard time hearing footsteps. You kind of get like a little bit of an indicator that someone's around you, but you can't exactly pinpoint where that's coming from. Again, maybe I need to mess with my settings more, but that's just my experience so far. Next, let's talk about what could be improved in Modern Warfare 2, aka what is bad about this game. Starting us off here, the spawn system, it needs tweaked, okay? I'm not a fan of squad spawns, but this is the worst spawn system I think we've ever had in Call of Duty. The worst part about it is that you don't necessarily spawn die a ton. I mean, you definitely do a little bit, and especially on those smaller maps. But the worst part about this system, in my opinion, is that it really throws off the flow of every map. I'm not gonna say it makes predicting where your enemies are impossible, but about as close to impossible as you can get. And what's even more frustrating than that is when you do locate your enemies and you get a kill on 1, 2, maybe 3 of them, then you have 2 people spawn right behind you and just shoot you in the back, and it's beyond annoying. My second biggest complaint about this game is the UI, okay? Everyone's trashing it. Whoever made the UI, I am very sorry to say this, but you should not be in charge of designing UIs ever again. I think I understand the goal of the design team here, and instead of like breaking up the game into campaign, multiplayer, co-op, instead they were going for everything's together in one area, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. On top of that, like seeing challenges you need to complete is difficult. Seeing what attachments do to your weapon, you know, like this one increases ADS speed and this one decreases whatever, right? That's very, very difficult to understand and kind of get a grasp for when you're in the Modern Warfare 2 gunsmith. So far, my two biggest complaints about this game were the spawns and the UI, and they are both fixable problems, so that's always great to hear, right? Anyways, moving on here, what else can be improved about this game? Well, I said I liked the maps earlier, right? And I do, the ones I have played. But I've also only played like 5 or 6 maps because, well, there's no map voting, and then on top of that, when I try to lobby surf, it just crashes my game for some reason. I am not exaggerating here. I think my first 10 games I played, 6 of them were on Hotel, and then 2 were on that El Lasago map, and then, you know, 2 random new ones, right? I really don't understand why they won't just give us map voting back. I mean, I really think it'd make everyone a lot happier. I don't know if this is their way of controlling statistics of how much maps get played and everything, but let's just play the good ones, you know, and the bad ones, like, we can play every now and then, but I don't want to be on Hotel 6 out of 10 games. That is way too much for that map. If you guys remember earlier in the video, I mentioned how the footstep audio has been tweaked, and for the better in my opinion, but for some reason I'm having issues like understanding or really locating where sounds are coming from. Meanwhile, I feel like some of the enemies I'm going up against, they just know exactly where I am all the time according to my footsteps, and I don't know how they're doing it. And I don't have a cheap headset either, you know, I got Astro A50s, I play on a PC, so maybe it's like PC audio is messed up or something, but either way, I feel like that should be a relatively easy fix once they figure out whatever that is. And my final 2 complaints about Modern Warfare 2 right off the rip, right? This is just first impressions. This is not stuff that's going to last for the entirety of 2 years of this game. However, these last 2 things are probably not going to change as much as the others. First is the perk system. Again, I don't know why they tried to innovate here. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. You made it so complex. Like, there was literally just no need to do that. And on top of it, why are you taking away perks and then giving them back at a certain earn rate, and halfway through the game you get all your, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't like the system. I'd like to see the traditional 3 perk system return, or even just give us 3 perks to start off with and then we earn 1 perk throughout the game. That'd be a better system in my opinion, but again, what do I know? I don't think Infinity Ward is touching that perk system though. And then on top of that, my final complaint about the game is the play style, how the players are playing this game. Yes, I expected it to be a little bit slower than what we've been used to, and on top of that, like, this game is all about just getting to a power position and holding it down, getting to the top of some house or wherever and just staying there mowing down enemies, right? Like, if you're gonna do a bunch of running and gunning in this game, you're probably gonna be doing a lot of dying as well. And people might move around a little bit more when they actually understand and learn these maps, but I doubt it. We'll see. Anyways, that's it for the Modern Warfare 2 first impressions. Let me know what you guys think of this game down in the comments section below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all next time. Have a great rest of your day. Later.
All the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks for all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so